From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Line up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll stay on the ground. Wilder again. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Wilder. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A give running right, ETN. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. How do we find out who my playmakers are? Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. This is Wilder. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Niners at 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Wilder. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the and it winds up incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Out left and complete to Thornton. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Wilder. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a 2nd and 2. In motion right, that's Hamler. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! 49ers! Christian Watson, 74 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead. An extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those.
And now the rookie's free. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Chris.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
There he goes, left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Watson. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
19, hurt. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jaguars 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Straight ahead, Etienne. There he goes, right side. Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Stiff-armed it. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilder, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 6 now. Now a give, right side. Wilder. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here is 3rd down and 4. Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards. Down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. But they were bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A give to ETN running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a legal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 176 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 4. Play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Chark the motion man right. They get this out quickly to the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7. as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. Wilder, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Okay, ready?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Looking to throw. That one caught by Ellison. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready? 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
No timeout.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 2nd down, Wilder, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilder pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, this tackles, that could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle they go. Wilder. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try the left side. Wilder, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18, high here. Hey, crash. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Another tote for Etienne. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last throw here for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Jacksonville, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.